Shalom, shalom. Alright. Let's get it started. Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakudash. Those are the true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah is the Father's true name. That means He is, He exists. Bahasham means in the name. Yahawashi is the true name of the Son. That means He saves, He delivers. And Rakah Kodash equals a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. Okay? Breaking the names down furthermore, Yah simply means He. Hawa means to be or to exist. That's the Father's name, Yahawah. So He is, He exists. Once again, Yah means He. Hawashi means to save or to deliver. That's the Son's name, Yahawashi. All right, so He saves, He delivers. And Rakah equaling spirit, Kodash equaling holy. Okay. All right, so second of all, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And shalom to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. We're going to get into this lesson, man. I pray it be edifying to the sheep. All right, this one will be entitled, Many May Fall Out. Okay. Once again, it's your brother Yerami Kazak back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash, as always. Okay. Pray this be edifying, man. You know, I'm going to give about a minute or two for brothers to get up in here. And then we're going to get it started. All right. So, about a minute or two. All right, man. We're going to get started. All right, see brothers coming on in. Okay. Shalom, shalom. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. All right. Shalom, shalom. One second. All right, so I'm showing it's a video from, I'm gonna show the brother's page. This is GMS Revelation 22:6. All right, solid brother, man, do great videos. Okay, you know, and I stumbled upon this. It was the Spirit. One day I stumbled upon this, and he's going into these individuals, which basically fell out, man. Okay, majority of these individuals in the picture. So this is a lamb back off of this brother, and I thought it would be, you know, something as a cautionary tale, as he names it. to just know, man, you can have brothers around you, bro. And these brothers may fall out, man. Okay, over whatever type of situation that, comes, man. All right, brother may fall out over I don't know, women. Okay, he's gonna name all these things. So I'm gonna play some of the video, and hey, the brother did a beautiful job on this video, so I really ain't gotta do nothing, But I'm gonna just expand and give my 2 cents in it, cause this is a cautionary tale for every single brother in this truth, man. Yeah, as the brother Cockman said, because an individual want to play 2K all damn day. You choosing Xbox over Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, or whatever it may be, or you're teaching that zombies are gonna, it's just foolishness. And you don't want to listen to your brothers. You don't want to take the correction. Okay, so let's get it.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Barak. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who still rule and teach well. And peace and blessings and safety unto the Lord's elect. Man, I'm not sure the title that I want to go into in this lesson, but it's pretty much going to be a kind of like a testimony video, but also a cautionary tale and a warning to all of us to continue to endure until the end. The job is not done yet. Now, this picture that you see on the screen, you see the individuals, they got on t-shirt fringes, they got their Bibles in their hands. To the far left, that's myself. And this is when I first came into the truth. These were like my running mates, if you will. When you first come into the truth, you have no idea what it's really about. You have no idea about different doctrines and all of that. All you want to do is teach. And through that zeal, these are the men that I was with. Now, I'm on the far left. The brother immediately to the right of me standing up, that's the brother Kazak. He's currently in GMS Cleveland camp with me. The one kneeling down, his name was Yeshaya. He's no longer around. He fell off years ago before we got with GMS. We called ourselves Service of Zion or whatever. But the point is that he was a part of that former camp before we got with GMS Cleveland, and he fell off. The person next to him, kind of in the back with that head wrap above his head, his name was Shia, and he bugged out over the Hebrew. He said that the Paleo Hebrew was not the real Hebrew, and the Yiddish Hebrew was. And
all right, hey, let's touch on that point, okay? Let's go first and foremost. Let's break down what the Yiddish is. All right, let's break down what the Yiddish is. So I'm gonna bring it up over here, Yiddish. And the internet, man, is very effective. Yiddish is a 1,000-year-old Germanic language historically spoken by Ashkenazi Jews, right? But as we went into the genealogy, let's I'm gonna show y'all things. All right, and I'm doing this, for new brothers as well. I always, not even for brothers that's in here, but we always got new individuals. Okay, so the table of nations. You just type in table of nations. You go to images and you pull up the table of nations right here. All right, and I suggest you save this to your laptop or your phone or whatever. Now, when you go into here and you go into Gentiles, right, and you go down, as you can see right there, Ashkenaz. So the true Ashkenazis are Japhetic, because Japhetic's line starts with, going from Turkey, Gomer, down to Kittim. These are the nations that come from Japheth. Okay, these 4 nations come from Ham, and then these other nations come from Sham. All right, so how can Esau, which came from Isaac, which would make him Shemitic, how could he actually be Ashkenaz? It's impossible. You understand? So therefore, you are stealing the identity and you're stealing a language that is not yours. Edomites should actually speak the Lashawan Kodash. That's your original language, man. That's what you should be speaking. But you don't speak it. You speak a corrupted version of the language. When, I mean, you can speak the Lashawan Kadash, man. What's wrong with you guys? Okay, now let's hit some precepts. This is Zephaniah 3:9, and it reads, "For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahawah to serve him with one consent." Okay, one consent, a pure language, a pure language. Now, as the brother Kakama always in the spirit jumping ahead of me, right? We're going to get it already. Eleazar ben Yehuda, because this is who is one of the main individuals that came to corrupt the language. This individual, right? So he did not give you a pure language. He's known as a Jewish linguist, lexicographer, and journalist who immigrated to Jerusalem in 1881 when the Ottoman Empire ruled, right? And what did he do? He brought them a language. He is known as the father of the modern Hebrew, which that modern Hebrew is the Yiddish. It's what? It's mixed. Let's go back to the Yiddish. It's mixed with what? Originated in Central Europe, it is a fusion language that blends medieval German dialect with Hebrew, Aramaic, and Slavic elements. And it is traditionally written in the Hebrew alphabet. Okay? So that's what the Yiddish is. It is not the proper language, man. It is a mix of these, corrupt languages. So it's not pure. So therefore, it's not the Lashawan Kodash. Okay? It's not that Zephaniah 3:9. Now, furthermore, let's go to Isaiah 19 and 18. And this is speaking in these times. It says, in that day, okay? Matter of fact, let's go to 17, because this is really what's happening to these individuals as well, man. All right? And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Now, does that mean geographically the land of Judah? No, that means our people. We are a people before we are a place. So wherever we go, we are known as Judah. All right? Or we are known as Israel, northern kingdom, southern kingdom. Okay, that's all that means. So the southern kingdom, which they're waking up, all right, that's what we're going to do tonight on the round table. We're going to go into what they're doing down in Mississippi, for you brothers that attend the round table. So Judah is being roused up, according to Isaiah, Genesis, the 49th chapter, right? Judah is being roused up. So the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahawah of hosts, which he hath determined against it. And this is going to be what? And first and foremost, majority, 2/3, man. Okay? Judah is about to terrorize this nation. You understand? They're going to come in a carnal means. Okay? We know our means is not carnal to fight back against this government or nothing like that. But the Most High is he's putting the spirit in these 2/3 to what? To go and wage war. Who's going to be fighting in the race wars? Not true blue Israelites. Not brothers that's in this truth. Why would we fight in the race wars? Are you crazy? Okay? If that's your mindset, man, this ain't the live and this ain't the thing for you. Okay? We're not going to bear arms. We're waiting on who? Yahawashi. I mean, do y'all talk to Yahawashi? Do y'all pray to him? Do y'all call upon him? That's who you need to be waiting on, man. All right? A lot of you jakes out here, y'all looking for entertainment. Okay? That's what we see. You trying to be him. You trying to be that guy. And you trying to, they want to take Yahawashi's place, man. When we see these guys bringing out new wicked ass doctrine and things of that nature, you have shown yourself to be a false Mashiach, man. All right? And a false prophet. So verse 17, let's read it again. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. That lion has been roused up. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahawah of hosts, which he hath determined against it. All right. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan and swear by Yahawah to Yahawah of hosts. One shall be called the city of destruction. The language of Canaan, once again, is a Proto-Canaanite language, a Phoenician language, which goes into the Lashawan Kodash, the Hebrew. Okay? Yeah, I was going to get it in the NLT. Man, hey, man. Hey, Kakuma got it. All right? That's that brother be in my mind sometimes, man. That brother be in my mind sometimes, man. All right? In that day, 5 of Egypt's cities will follow the Lord of heaven's armies. All right, Yahawah. They will even begin to speak Hebrew, the language of Canaan. One of these cities will be Halalyam, the city of the sun. Okay? So yeah, that's it. So we are going to speak the Hebrew in these times, man. Right? That's what we're going to do. Okay? Not Yiddish. Not what Eleazar ben Yehuda, this guy, created. But we're going to speak the Lashawan Kodash. So going back to this, you should not be falling out over Hebrew. That's one of the last things you should be falling out over. What in the world?
A camp before we got with GMS Cleveland, and he fell off. The person next to him, kind of in the back with that head wrap above his head, his name was Shia. And he bugged out over the Hebrew. He said that the Paleo Hebrew was not the real Hebrew, and the Yiddish Hebrew was. This guy, he could speak Yiddish perfectly. A couple of years after he left the camp, he got shot and robbed for his landscaping equipment. Now, the one that I was speaking on previously.
You see? This is what happens, man. Okay? The Most High is going to handle that, man. That's why with these guys, bro, we don't even got to name them. We know of them. They was in our midst, and they separated. And where they at now? Some of them is in the grave. All right? Some of them is calling on Jesus. Some of them is bugged out teaching zombies. Okay? Teaching foolishness. Okay? As the scriptures say, they deserve to have their mouths, they need their mouths shut. And the Most High is going to shut their mouths. I was talking to that dude, that clown yesterday who we was talking about yesterday. This dude I was trying to help him in the DMs, and he gonna tell me, he said, yo, come and take me out then if you a real prophet. I'm like, bro, you corny as hell. I said, bro, I would never touch you. All right? Because I'm a spiritual man. I don't have to touch you. The Most High is going to touch you. I don't want you to even get touched. I don't want you to get touched. I want you to come out of this demonic ass phrase that you in and get right. But you don't even want it for theyself. You can't help Jake, man. Yes, that brother. You can't help Jake, man, if they don't want to help theirself. If I showed y'all these DMs, man, this motherfucker bugged out, bro. He want me to fight him. Like, yeah, like I said in the last lesson, maybe last week, I ain't gotten a fight since I've been in the military. I'm 33, bro. The hell? Fighting? Are you stupid? I got kids, man. I don't even put myself in that type of situation, dog. All right, you tripping. So these YNs, okay, these young individuals, when the world has took them over and stuff, they think with a YN mindset. They too aggressive, they too effeminate. This dude is highly in his emotions. And that's what happens. Emotions clouds your judgment. And you can't discern because you're not thinking through the scriptures anymore. You're thinking with your own mind. And the mind is what? Deceitful above all things. Who can know it? So it got you believing in zombies and walkers and the Walking Dead and all of that type of BS. When the scriptures does not speak anything about that, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going. That's a way that's what that dude, he fell out. That's his stumbling block. And he fell out many of times before. And I don't think the Most High is going to redeem him, man.
For him, Yeshaya, he fell out over pretty much a woman. You know, he met this woman while we were out teaching. And from that day forward, everything was different.
That's wild right there. Okay, let's get that. Proverbs 31:3. Do not waste your strength on women or those who ruin kings. That's in the NLT. Let's get it in KJV. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Okay? You can't be out here falling over women, man. You know what I'm saying? And you talk to women and all that, yeah, do your thing, man. But if you know deep down in yourself that you can't maintain your emotions and you can't maintain your control, self-control when dealing with women, then, bro, women will be your stumbling block. Women won't be good for you. Okay? This is Proverbs 6. I ain't got this one in a long time. This used to be one of my favorites, man. All right? Let's go to Proverbs 6:22. When thou goest, matter of fact, let's go up some, man. All right? Verse 20. My son, keep thy father's commandment. Salakia. Let's pull it back. You know what? I'm going to just read it. So I can just keep the video like this. Proverbs 6:20. My son, keep thy father's commandment and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart and tie them about thy neck. So you need to be meditating and thinking on the laws, commandments, and statutes. This is what's going to keep you by seeking Yahawashi, because that's Yahawashi. Ultimately, wisdom, the word, this truth, the light, the way, it's Yahawashi. It all goes through Yahawashi to get to Yahawah, man. So you need to be constantly lingering and sticking and dating with Yahawashi. That will keep you from teaching these bugged out doctrines, man. Okay? Brothers should not have to correct you, bro. Telling you that you out here teaching, blasphemy, hypocrisy. You out here teaching foolishness. And it's a lot of blood on your hands. You should be fearful of that. That you leading sheep astray. And now you leading them to the wolves. And you turn around and your flock ain't no flock. These guys are eventually going to figure out that this guy's on bullshit. These false prophets, they have a lot of followers and things of that nature, but their congregation is eventually going to figure it out if the Most High wants them to figure it out. And yeah, this wouldn't happen if he prayed more. That brother eat too many damn edibles and he don't pray. Because he said that, and me and the brother Kakama heard it. He said, if it wasn't for these edibles, I wouldn't have made it. Are you stupid, brother? So you don't have a balance. All right? You can have pleasures. I got one of these right here. This is tinctures, okay? Brothers at the camp make it. You can indulge in that, but not doing no lesson. All right? On your off time, sitting back, relaxing with your woman or something. Hey, make some tea. Put a little bit of that in your tea. It gets you relaxed. All right? And it doesn't it's not going against the law. Because we know that cannabis and all of that was created to relax you and to help you, things of that nature. But if you cannot control your spirit, bro, if you can't control your emotions and this stuff is taking you and it's destroying you, then you don't need to indulge in any of that, man. All right? Your faith is not strong enough. Your spirit is not strong enough. You're just not one of the brothers that can do that stuff. That's why it says, it may be expedient. It may be lawful. All things are lawful unto me, but it's not expedient, man. Okay? You can make weed brownies, but if you can't control yourself, then you don't need to be doing that. You can drink wine and drink alcohol. You can drink whatever you want to drink. Okay? But if you can't control your alcohol then you don't need to be doing that. You understand? Some brothers just can't control their liquor, man. I seen it. Bro, I was in the military, bro, 8 years. I constantly saw that. Motherfuckers coming back drunk, not knowing how to control their liquor. Like, bro had too much. And you be acting like a whole different person because it's a demon on you. You drunk too much. You didn't know when to stop. And that demon has possessed you now. Okay? Let's keep it going, man. Verse 22, when thou goest, it shall lead thee. The laws, commandments, and statutes. Yahawashi. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. Woke up getting in the lesson. Woke up getting in the scriptures. Woke up getting in the spirit. Woke up praying. All right? What did I do? I woke up, did my usual things. And then what? I got with my boys and we just did like an hour workout. You know what I'm saying? We just finished. Okay? And then I had in my mind the whole lesson. I was meditating on this lesson since yesterday because I wanted to do this lesson yesterday, right? When we was in the thing with Elder Ariyah, getting it in. And I was like, hey, man, y'all been fed enough today. I'm going to get on this lesson tomorrow. So you meditate on lessons. You build your spirit up. All week, I meditate on camp, what I'm going to go into, what I'm going to say. You watch, you build a report. And then when it comes time for camp, bro, you got all this stuff that you've been meditating on all week. It's the same way with cooking. I'm gonna cook some chicken tonight. All right. I might not. I might just go get some guacamole from Vallarta. But if not, I'm gonna cook that chicken on Friday. But I'm meditating on it. I want to make some honey chicken, like some glazed honey chicken, like orange pepper. I got some orange pepper, might do some lemon pepper, right? But I'm meditating on it. You understand? I'm not just going in the kitchen like, oh, what I'm about to do. And that shit works sometimes, but I like to meditate on it. And then I go in with a prepared plan. And then it's you're far more organized. This thing is about you being organized, Jake. Jake like to be chaotic and all over the place. And then you get in a lesson and you just be talking randomly. Motherfucker talking about, well, I can't read that because I got my head covered. Well, you don't need to be doing a lesson at all. What is you doing, bro? All right? So, meditate. Think before you do something. Think before you talk. Think before you speak. Think, Jake. Verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. What hits the darkness first? The lamp, the light. It's going to guide your way. That's what it's going to do. It's going to guide you in the darkness. So the law is going to guide you where you need to go. So you go to the scriptures first, and you let the scriptures guide you in your life. You let Yahawashi guide you where you need to go. The husband goes first, not the wife. We are women to Yahawashi. So Yahawashi shows us where to go, and we follow after him. Don't get out here trying to make your own decisions, man. Anywhere my wife went now, she went to go, where'd she go? To get some, it's her her birthday was the other day. So she going to get her little birthday things where you know how you got like Dutch Bros, all these little spots. They give you birthday meals, free meals and stuff, free coffees and shit. So she taking advantage of that. We use the world, we don't abuse it. You take advantage of that. That's how this captivity is. We gonna take advantage of this shit. So she's going to do her thing. She communicate with me, hey, babe, I'm about to go do this. Is this okay? Right? I'm like, okay, yeah, be safe. Right? All right? So you check in. As the brother Kakuma said earlier, Bro, none of this would be happening to these individuals if they prayed more and they believed sincerely in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? You have to check in. Going back to, for the commandment is a lamp and the law is light and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. If you're just going into the darkness without light, without Yahawashi, you're going to stumble around, hit your toe, fall, bust your head. It's not going to be a good deal for you. Verse 24, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. What is America? A whore, an evil woman, a strange woman, going into wicked doctrines, false doctrines, the wine of Babylon. Okay? You want to keep yourself from that. How do you keep yourself from that? By meditating and staying in the word, by dealing with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, by constantly meditating and seeking Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Verse 25, lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. So as the brother going into, this individual fell out over a woman. A lot of individuals do that. They fall out over a woman. They say, man, that box is crazy. I got to miss camp for that box. Is you crazy, bro? That's what happens, though. What Lloyd Banks say? Pussy so good to miss award shows. You remember that? He actually missed the award show, too. Oh, man. Yeah, sorry, bro. I can't preach today. My girl need me. Kind. That's what Jake be on, man. Let's keep it going.
And the excuses to why he couldn't come to camp was always something to do with her. Now, the person next to Shia, standing in the front with the shirt that says freedom ain't free, that's the individual that I'm pretty much basing this lesson around. Because it was Kazak, myself, and him. We were the three that started. And when I tell you that this individual, his name he used to go by was Jeremiah. When I tell you that this dude's zeal was so high and the way that he would bring out the scriptures was so aggressive and his teaching style was so toxic. You know, he was the type of Hebrew Israelite that would point out the white people and, black man, what you doing with that white woman? And you know, I mean, he was just very over the top. And, you know, at the time, like I said, you don't know nothing about the truth. But him being so on fire and hot like that, you would think, oh, this guy's never going to fall off. You know, this guy is never going to go back into the world. Well, when we went to GMS Cleveland, he did not go to GMS Cleveland with us.
Let's get a precept. This is Romans 12 and 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Going back to what I said earlier, a lot of Jake is in this for entertainment. A lot of Jake is in this thing just to yell at the white man. What is that, bro? We not in here just to yell at the white man. I don't do that. Okay? We rebuke, we correct, but we in here to what? To edify, to teach. Okay? So, having that, every fiery spirit is not a good spirit. You understand? You have brothers that have fiery spirits and they're sincere. Then you have brothers that have fiery spirits from an entertainment standpoint because they want to just embarrass somebody or boast on somebody or yell at somebody. It's not good for edification. And they may say some good things and they may hit some points, but it's coming from the wrong place. So once again, man, this ain't about embarrassing somebody. I get that from the brother Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself overwise. Why shouldst thou destroy thyself? Exactly. And that ties into my Romans 12 and 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. You being too damn over righteous. Let's say a brother sincerely comes up to camp, man. Sincerely comes up to camp, but he got dreads. And you the first thing you say, man, hey man, you gotta cut them damn dreads, man. Blah, blah, blah. And he like, damn, he was just really trying to listen and hear what y'all about. And you just on his head. You know, you ease into it. You're going to break down the names properly. You're going to break down what this truth is about, et cetera, et cetera. And the dreads, bro, that'll come over time. Okay, brother may feel it in his spirit. You let him know. Yeah, you will let him know eventually. All right, maybe at the end of the lesson. You know what I'm saying? But you get more flies with honey, man. Okay? It's a way to teach. That is not being gimmicky, and it's not sugarcoating, and it's not cutting it off. That goes into you using discernment. Every brother ain't going to understand Deuteronomy the 22nd chapter off the rip. Every brother ain't going to understand that. Every brother ain't going to understand us having women espoused to us or betrothed to us, all right, whenever they come through their puberty period. They're not going to understand the old paths because they've been so caught up on the way of the Western world, the Western society. They don't understand having multiple wives. They can't comprehend it. Nah, that's cheating. That's adultery. When we break down what true adultery is, dealing with another man's wife, okay? Because if adultery is having two women, then Jacob and Abraham, all right, they committed adultery then. When Jacob got with Leah, Rachel, Bilhah, and Zilpah, okay, he got too many women. You understand? When King David had all his concubines and his wives, okay? You understand? You can't, the Bible does not contradict. Our customs are how they are. We can have multiple women. But like I said, that ain't something I'm going to lead into, letting a brother know this. You need to get the basics, brother. You need to get the milk. You need to get the understanding first, man. Okay? All that other stuff comes with it. You learn that down the line. Right now, you need to repent, convert, so that your sins may be blotted out. You need to learn how to repent, and you need to know what you need to convert back to. The names, the ways, the customs, keeping the Sabbath day correctly. You know, bro, all that other stuff, multiple wives, slaves in the kingdom, servants, spiritual powers, chariots. Yeah, you'll learn that down the line. But I need you to be focused on what you need right now pertaining to salvation. And that salvation is for you. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? Not these other nations. You need to come back and realize that you are a son of God. A son of Yahawah the Father, man. Okay? Verse 19, dearly beloved, Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahawah. So going back into this individual's fiery spirit, Yahawah gonna have the vengeance. He's ultimately gonna deal with these people. Let's say your boss, he lets you go. He fires you for no reason. The Most High is gonna handle him for that. The Most High is gonna get the revenge. Okay? You just need to continue on this truth. Don't let it get you down. Don't complain. Just get another job. Okay? That's what you need to do. Man, I had a job come through, you know, because I'm out of work right now. I just do my DoorDash and my Fuja, catering, delivery, all that. But I had a job come through, you know, but that shit like an hour away. And it's 7 to 4, but my wife works. She a teacher, so she got to work during that time. And I homeschool my kids. So now my position is like, I got to get something at night, you know, and it is what it is. For me to continue to train and teach my daughter the proper way and my kids and my sons the proper way, I have to make that sacrifice where I'm sacrificing, a little bit more money that I could be bringing in, but I don't want my daughter to be in nobody's daycare. I don't trust that shit, And then they gonna teach her Jesus and Christmas and Halloween and all of that BS. Nah. So I make that sacrifice. I'm straight. We daily bread. We getting through. Hey, it's all good. So this thing comes with sacrifices, man. Yeah, Proverbs 22:6. Good one. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. It's beautiful to see our kids coming up saying Shalom and, right, calling on the names. My daughter ain't never going to call on no damn Jesus. But also, like I'm saying, tying it back to, okay, a child, she learns. I don't give her everything at one time. I teach her day by day. And that's how you do with a babe. It doesn't matter their age. We all have spiritual ages. A man could be 45, but he never really knew about the truth. So his age in the truth is 0. It's 1 day. You have to teach him as a baby. You have to teach him slowly. You understand? He's a babe. Yahawashi said, you got to come into this thing as children, as babes. Right? This is Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Khan. Okay, so, hey, what is a job, man? What is the plantation? What is that white man's organization versus my kids actually knowing the truth? This is true wealth. We're going to be rich in the next kingdom. We're going to be rich when everything really matters, not when nothing matters. I don't want to be rich in a burning building. I want to be rich when it all matters, having resources. And then furthermore, those resources lasting forever. An everlasting rulership. All right? Give me that. This is Job 32:9. And it reads, great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment. Exactly. We have plenty of individuals coming to live and be like, how old are you, brother? You ain't old enough to be teaching. Do you know how contradiction, how old was Jeremiah? Okay? How old you had plenty of individuals that was young. The Most High deals with who he wants to deal with. Okay? Yeah, how old was King David when he got anointed king? He was in his preteens. He probably wasn't even a teenager yet. He was probably 12, or 11. Out there killing lions and bears, man. You understand? So, age. Come on, man. Let's keep it going.
To remain, his own camp because he didn't believe that the mark of the beast was the microchip. So instead, he ended up joining Watchmen for Israel, and he became the leader of the Watchmen for Israel Cleveland camp. This guy Jeremiah, with the t-shirt fringes and the shirt, the freedom shirt. Long story short, this guy went back into the world about a year ago, and I know these individuals, so periodically I would go to their channels or whatever, and I'm on the Watchmen for Israel Cleveland channel, and I noticed that he hasn't been at the camp in weeks.
Oh yeah. These dudes get with these bugged out camps and they teach a different doctrine. And to the sister Rose, hey, Shalom, sister, you may be sincere, but according to the scriptures, just hold it down. Okay? And we don't say Christ. All right? We say Hamashiach, the anointed one. All right? We Israelites. So, to the best of your ability, try to use the language Hamashiach. Christ goes back truly to Serapis Christos. Okay, or Cesare Borgia, the Borgia crime family. So we don't really call upon that name. I know you may see IUIC and ISUPK calling upon that name, but those individuals have been paid out by the government. Okay, 5013Cs. All right, so they have been paid to call upon that name. You know what I'm saying? So take that heed, sister. 2 brothers have told you to be silent in the comments. All right, but shalom though. So as y'all hear, this individual left. He didn't want to go with Great Millstone Cleveland, where these brothers are, and he joined Wi-Fi. Because what does Wi-Fi do? They don't teach on the mark. They're a little lenient. They wear t-shirt fringes. They don't keep the scriptures the proper way. Let's go to Revelations 1 real quick. All right. This is Revelations 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks are like one up to the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Right? So, let me real quick. I'm going to go to my page. And you can go to any Great Millstone Brothers page. And you can see this. Now, I'm on the other side. All right? But we have a certain way that we teach. A certain way that we, I just go to the live so it'll be bigger. A certain way that we bring it out, man. A look about us. Look. Garments. These garments go down to our feet. Okay? Every brother has a garment down to our feet. And we ain't matching. We didn't go to the store together and like, hey bro, I'm gonna buy this when you buy it. No, man. Alright? We know that the standard though is a garment going down to your foot. This is how this is how we wore it in the ancient day. This is how we do it now. Turning back to these customs. All right? And what you're going to see, only men out there teaching and preaching. Proverbs 8 and 4. Let's get that real quick. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. Okay? Rose said, oh, this GMS, everybody say y'all off anyway, bye. All right, sister, if you think we off, but you was in here shalawaming and all of that for a long time. You didn't have to block her. She was in here shalawaming and all that, you know, buddy and all that, and she liked the message. But then, yeah, I know. But then when she heard GMS, she automatically, oh, y'all off. But bitch, you was listening to the fucking message. And Salakia, man, excuse my French. Jake got a stigmatism on him, man. Soon as somebody say GMS, you be like, oh, hell no. But you was listening to the message. You was listening to the message. Man, what's that scripture, man? Satan come immediately. We ain't sugarcoating shit. We ain't off. This is Mark 4:15. And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And that's what we just saw. All right? And it's not for you. First of all, you couldn't shut your big mouth. You got 2 brothers done told you to be quiet in the comment board. So I already knew off the rip, it ain't going well for you because you don't know how to take authority. You don't know how to be quiet. You know? Now back to the lesson, Salakia. All right? We wear our garments down to the foot as Yahawashi wore his garments, as the apostles wore their garments, as you are supposed to wear our garments. So ain't no BS. We go according to the scriptures. A t-shirt is an undergarment. Look at it. We got t-shirts on. These are undergarments. Okay? So let's keep it going.
A couple years ago, I heard that he started a business where he's selling shoes. And the scriptures speak about being not entangled with the cares and affairs of this life. And Lord willing, we'll read that. Because you have to be careful with these different endeavors and business ventures and investment ventures. You got to be careful with that stuff being in its truth, because it can pull your heart away from your Yahawashi. And I'm going to show you, this dude is completely back in the world, man. Like I said, this dude was so zealous. The way he taught was so aggressive. He was like a super brute. He was over righteous. We all were over righteous at the time, but he was the most over righteous out of all of us. So you thinking, yeah, this guy, he never gonna fall. He gonna always believe in Yahawashi. I can't say that he still does. From the looks of it, I cannot say that he still does. And then the individual to the right of him, his name was Malachi. He fell off a long time ago. He split to join Watchman for Israel Cleveland because he didn't believe the mark of the beast was the microchip. And the individual to the far right, his name was Yakid, and he fell off because he didn't want to cut his dreads. He didn't want to cut his long hair. It wasn't even dreads. It was the long hair thing.
Now you see these minuscule things that are having individuals fall out. Okay? Minuscule things. All right? Makes no sense, man. You falling out over long hair? Bro, just get a haircut, man. What the scriptures say? Okay? What does the scripture say? Let's go there. 1 Corinthians 11 and 14. Doeth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? Now let's go into NLT. 1 Corinthians 11 and 14. Isn't it obvious that it's disgraceful for a man to have long hair? It's obvious, man. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It's obvious. So, bro, if come on, man. You're letting these things hold you back from your salvation? Long hair? Or you don't believe in the MOTB? Okay, let's go into Revelations the 16th chapter, man. All right, real quick. This is Revelation 16 and 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, Go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of power upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a newsome and grievous sore upon the men, which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped the image, his image. Now, we done did this many of times. I'm going to do it one more time. Okay? If you go down to the John Brown text commentaries, and you go to Revelation 16, and you go down here, where is it at? Right here. All right, text 2, and pull it back a little bit. Okay? Revelation 16 and 1 and 2. Then I heard a voice from heaven, a loud voice from heaven from the temple saying to the seven angels, Go and pour out the bowls of wrath of power on the earth. So the first went and poured out his bowl upon the earth, and a foul and loathsome sore came upon the men who had the mark of the beast and those who worship the image. The marching orders are given by a voice from the temple, probably the glorified Lord himself. This will actually be Yahawashi. Okay? Because Yahawashi is commanding now. He's the captain. All power has been given to him. The Father is like, go do it, my son. All right? So yeah, the Most High is going to give the ultimate order. And then Yahawashi is going to go forth and do everything else. Because Yahawashi is what? He's controlling the seven angels now. As you see, the seven angels. Okay? Verse A. Please remember that at this time in the tribulation, the Lord's wrath is in full force. No more Mr. Nice Guy to those whom have rejected the Savior. Notice also that this first bowl does not affect those who have refused to accept the mark of the beast. As we discussed in earlier chapters, these foul and loathsome sores could be a result of the angel simultaneously popping the lithium batteries that power the womb-to-tomb microchips implanted under the skin of all those marked by the beast. Come on, bro. We done brought this down. We done broke this down many of times, man. This is why these guys are not good watchmen. The watchmen for Israel. That's funny. Their name is Watchmen for Israel and they're not good watchmen. What the hell is that about? That's a whole nother story. All right. How are you watchmen for Israel and you're not a good watchman? All right, I got you. I'll read it one more time. Let's read it one more time, man. I got you. At least the brother want us to read it one more time. Most brothers just want to skip over it. They like, well, that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't prove nothing. All right, we'll start at 1. The marching orders are given by a voice from the temple, probably the glorified Lord himself. Please remember that at this time in the tribulation, the Lord's wrath is in full force. No more Mr. Nice Guy. To those whom have rejected the Savior. Notice also that this first bowl does not affect, and those meaning Israelites, those of our nation, because that's the only one that Yahawashi is coming for. Notice also that his first bowl does not affect those who have refused to accept the mark of the beast. Right? As we discussed in earlier chapters, these foul and loathsome sores could be a result of the angel simultaneously popping the lithium batteries that power the womb-to-tomb microchips implanted under the skin of all those marked by the beast. By this Edomite society that we're seeing, man. You understand? All right? Yeah, that's in the blue letter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show it to you so you know how to do it yourself. Revelation 16, okay? Verse 2. You simply click it. You go to cross references and you go, no, Salakia, not cross references. You click it and you go to text commentaries. All right, the brother Matazabak showed me how to do this. All right, and you go down to the John Brown, Revelation 16, John Brown. And the point that I was just reading was down here in text 2 texts, and it's right there. Okay. All right. The lithium batteries that power the womb-to-tomb microchips implanted under the skin of all those marked by the beast. I actually figured that out when I figured out that lithium batteries would be in the microchips just by doing some research. And then Brother Matazaba found that and brought that out. And this is how we tag team your ass, Esau. Okay? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The brother said, see, that's why the scripture says, study to show thyself approved. Exactly, man. You got to study to show thyself approved. Okay? So that's why these watchmen for Israel guys, they're not correct watchmen. They're not actually watching and making proper reports. They're not identifying anything. But you come to Great Millstone, who, that Rose chick, she said, they say y'all always going off. How the fuck we going off? How? Okay? That's why, man, hey, if the spirit with you, the spirit with you. If it's not with you, it's not with you. And I don't give a damn. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't come in here wasting my time, bro. Okay? I got other stuff I could be doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you truly want some edification, hey, I'm here for you and I'm rocking with you. So let's keep it going.
So the point of this lesson is this individual right here. And like I said, you put yourself, and that's the brother Mashal Salakia. The brother behind the Freedom Shirt dude, that brother is still in GMS Cleveland to this day, going strong. Okay, that's the brother Mashal. But this guy Jeremiah, see, the scriptures say that all that behold him shall mock. Let me get that, because this dude was off the charts when it comes to being over righteous. And, all his videos of Edomite kisses my boob, slicing and dicing Edomites with the scriptures. He was that guy. He was that guy, man. You can still go to their channel to this day and see him teaching in that manner. But here it is, this guy's completely back in the world. The scriptures say that when we behold you, we shall mock you. Because you build it, but you ain't finished building, man. And you the same one that called us, people will come up to y'all camp and ask about the MOTV, and you were continuously breaking down wrong. When we told you, we had our little councils, and we told you that the MOTV was the microchip, man. And that you needed to follow the apostles, man. But you didn't want to get down with the order. And now look at you, you're back in the world, man. Real quick, and I'm going to show one more image. I'm going to show a picture of him today.
Let's stop it before you get the picture. And the brother said, if an Edomite kisses your boot, they most likely a Jake because Esau got so much pride. Yeah, and that's what this individual, Jeremiah, was on. Okay, and that's what you see a lot of these Wi-Fi individuals be on, or ISUPK individuals be on. All right, or IUIC too. Telling individuals to get down and kiss their boot. Man, come on, man. Like I said earlier in the lesson, bro, we not here to embarrass you. We not here to do none of that. What you need to be is humble and meek and wait your turn. Okay? That's what you need to do. Be humble and meek and wait your turn. This is not the time where you rule over these Edomites. Man, hey, it's like dealing with a woman, man. All right? Hey, if you ever really took the time, you get to know her, and you ain't just trying to get the box ASAP. You take time, you get to know, bro, it's so much better. Okay? That's how it would be. That's how it had to be for King David and Micah. He had to slay. He slayed 200 Philistines just to get the box. He had to wait all that time, man. You know how good that was gonna be. Boy, you don't know what I had to kill for this, baby. Man, but the wait, and that's something that this world does not try to give you anymore. It try to give you everything quick and fast and ASAP. And that's not what you need to do, man. You need to take your time. The Most High is making us take our time. I got this song I put on the beat system. It's called The Cool. I said, you took my time away just to make me cool. Like and what I mean in the song is, you sat my ass down. You sat me down just to make me cool. I thought I was cool, but you took my time away from in the world, and you sat me down. You made me study. You made me grow. You made me learn this truth. You made me learn your word. And by that way, you made me cool. You made me acceptable to you. I was acceptable to the world, but now you took me out and you made me acceptable to you. I want to be acceptable to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Forget what the world thinks. So he has to set you, and that's Quadash. He has to set you apart. Set you apart, man. All right. So let me see, man. We ain't hit an hour yet. So I'm going to end it with, let's go back to my lesson. We're going to go into what happened at camp. We had this little bug out come up. I got to find out. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at him, so I know he there. All right. And this dude was bugging. So I'm going to play it and I'm going to stop it at certain points. It's me and my brother Kawas. All right. I think it was about 140. You go, man. Okay, verse 4.
They're back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They didn't kill her family. It says.
Let me see.
You gotta have that to measure the time. What's this?
All right, here we go. All right, so the encounter is we preaching, and this dude comes up to camp. Okay, and y'all gonna see the interaction. So let me make it big for you. I get that precept for you real quick. All right, this is Psalms 19 and 14 from the brother Yahawah. And it reads, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Yahawah, my strength and my redeemer. That's it. Okay, that's it. All right. Oh, okay. All right, so let's keep it going.
Worship Yahawah, for the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, not prosperity. What's this?
It's just a little something.
What is it, brother? Tell me what it is.
I'll come to you with the name of the line of the tribe of Judah.
Okay.
That's where it's from.
Okay.
That's from the line of the tribe of Judah. My phone number is on there.
Okay.
And I'm a fellow servant of God.
Okay.
I'm a servant of God.
So you into this truth?
And I'm a disciple of the line of the tribe of Judah.
Right. So you into this truth?
I'm into that truth, which is God's commandment.
Right. Okay. Judah, right?
All right, so if y'all can't hear him, he said he's a disciple of the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And he came up, gave us an envelope with his name and his number and all of this. Okay. Bro, I'm like, already coming up wrong. Okay, what is this about? All right, that ain't how we greet each other. You're a servant of God. So he doesn't know the name. That's what we're understanding off the rip. But hey, we going to deal with you. We're going to try to teach you the name, as you're going to see. All right, let's let it go.
Judah, the boss, nice to meet you. Okay.
Yolanda.
Y'all say?
You know, it's what we just Yolanda, the boss. Let me ask you a question, King. How long you been into the truth?
Years.
Okay, all right.
Years.
Okay, Con, that's good. Now, let me ask you a question. Like, what's the name of your God? Who you call on?
I am. That's what he told Moses when he left the side of Egypt.
Right.
I am that I am.
Okay.
That's what he told me. He didn't introduce us. He didn't tell us his name was Jehovah. That's in the book of Exodus. So,
All right, so y'all heard it. He said he calls upon I am. Or he calls upon, as he said, Jehovah. Right? Now let's go to Exodus, which I breaks this down in the lesson. But I ain't gonna play all of that. I mean, I'll play some of it, but let's break it down real quick. All right, this is Exodus 3 and 14. And keep in mind, this is actually Yahawashi speaking. The angel of Yahawah appeared. This is Yahawashi. The angel of Yahawah appeared. Okay? So this is Yahawashi in the burning bush. Okay? That's who's speaking. And the angel of Yahawah appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. Okay? I'm going to get that for you, bro. Hebrews 11 and 6. That's a perfect one. And it reads, but without faith, it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to power must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So you must believe that he is Yahawah. Okay? Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning to be or to exist. You must believe that he is, he exists. Point blank, period. It's not no I am. The only time you see I am truly is like in Exodus 3 and 14. I think you may see it one other time, but that's not the name. All right. If you type in the blue letter real quick, if you type in the blue letter, you type in Lord, and then look at how many times it's mentioned. Occurs 6,749 times in the KJV. Okay. And then furthermore, let me see, is it a way I used to know how to do it. It's a way you can restrict it to just showing it in the Old Testament. But regardless, it don't really matter. Oh, wait a minute. The Old Testament right here. So you hit the little magnifying glass at the bottom, and then you do Old Testament. All right. So it's 6,079 times where you're going to see the Father's name. Okay. It occurs 6,079 times. All right. So, and then 749 times or whatever it may be in New Testament. Right. Which a lot of times is referring to Yahawashi. Okay. But the point being is that the Father's name is mentioned so many times, bro, and you gonna stick to I am. So that's a stubborn spirit. Off the rip, that's a stubborn spirit. Right? So power said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you. And power said moreover unto Moses. Moreover, continuation. Because I am simply means that he is. And what is he is? Yahawah. And power said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahawah, power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac. Now, if we go into it, for anybody that's like, where did he read Yahawah at? I didn't see Yahawah. I didn't see it. All right, H3068. H3068. This is the Assyrian. Yahawah. Yahawah. It's not Yohavah. It's not Yehovah. It's Yahawah. Yahawah. What does it mean? The existing one. He exists. The proper name of the one true God. Yahawah. Not Jehovah. It's Yahawah. Okay? That's the true name. You go to I am. What is it going to say? That's a total another, that's H1961. I am. And that's a higher. Ahaya. Ahaya. All right? To be, become, come to pass, exist, happen, fall out. Okay? That's all it is. That's not the name of the Father. That's just a moniker. Now, turn it around. In our understanding, he is. So when the Father says that, he's saying I am because he is. You get that? I am because he is. But when we call upon him, it's he is. Yahawah. It's not Ahaya. It's Yahawah. But you got a lot of goofies that teach Ahaya. Okay? So the point being is in 15, as we just read. And power said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahawah, power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Point blank period, bro. That's his name forever. All right? Now let's go to Exodus 15:3. And it reads, Yahawah is a man of war. Yahawah is his name. So don't allow that I am mess to confuse you at all. Now let's keep it going.
I am.
Okay, got you. Okay. Got you. So since you get the word Hebrew, so I'm pretty sure when he spoke to Moses, it's all in the Hebrew the name, right?
Well,
You would think so, right?
I mean,
Right? It wasn't English, it wasn't I am.
well, it's all language.
Okay.
Amen.
Okay.
You know.
For example, let's say if I
Real quick.
Go ahead, jump in.
Give me Zephaniah 3:9.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Let's say we met.
Okay, let me just say.
Let's talk through the scriptures.
Go ahead.
We talk through the scriptures, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zephaniah 3, right?
I'm not mad.
Okay,
I
go
talked
ahead.
the scripture too. He said I am, but you
I want to talk through the scriptures. All right? This bug out, he don't want to talk through the scriptures. So he's going to continue to over talk so that the scriptures cannot be brought out. Because what? That demon inside is like, no, don't bring the scriptures out. You understand? That's the same thing with Rose. We was bringing the scriptures out, but as soon as she heard GMS, she said, oh, y'all off. They be saying y'all be going off. Yeah, but they don't. Can they break it down through the scriptures that we be going off? They can't even break down the scriptures. They just speak from their own mind. Telling you sex on Sabbath and things of that nature. Twisting the scriptures. We talk through the scriptures, man. All right? It doesn't matter what you have to say. Talk through the scriptures. I'm going to come to that scripture.
Okay, wait.
We're going to talk through the scriptures.
Okay, you said English versus Hebrew.
We're going to talk through the scriptures. And we Hebrew. We Hebrew Israelites. The hell you talking about? He said, you saying the English versus the Hebrew. versus, bro, we Hebrew Israelites. What do you mean? You come up here talking about you up the line of Judah. You a disciple of the tribe of Judah, and you're not correlating that to Hebrew? Then what are you?
I understand.
Yeah.
Yo, so how you say I am in Hebrew?
Right here.
That's
Yahawah.
Okay.
Yahawah.
So Yahawah means I am.
No.
No, see, brother misspoke. All right? That was a misspoke. You know? How you say I am in Hebrew is a higher, as I just brought out. Okay? This is why you can't let them control the flow at all. That's what he was trying to do.
Yahawah means he.
Okay, where is
He
it?
is.
No, he said I am.
Yes, but you gotta understand. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Come on, let's talk.
Okay, all right. Zephaniah 3. He was
Let's talk
speaking to him in
scripture.
Hebrew. All right, let's get Zephaniah.
Okay.
It's like, you got one. So I got it.
This is Exodus 3 and 14.
Right.
As you said, this is in the Hebrew, it would be Allah in power, Allah power.
But where's all that written?
Hold on.
That's in the Hebrew.
Right. Hold on.
Okay?
Let me get to that. Hold on.
When you translate this English into the Hebrew, it would say that. So, in power, we gotta just simply say power for you.
Well, it means the same thing then.
It means the same thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it means the same thing.
And power said unto Moses, I am that I am.
Uh-huh.
So,
And then
in
Moses
the Hebrew,
said,
let me. All right, bro. What is he doing constantly? He's interrupting me while I'm reading the scripture. I ain't gonna lie, bro. At this point in time, bro, I was pissed off. Because you don't do that. This is Ecclesiasticus 11 and 8. Answer not before thou have heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. So, it's not no back and forth. This is a monologue. Okay? You came up here, whatever you trying to do, but we teaching at this point in time. And that's why I'm saying it be your own people. They don't respect you. They respect Esau more than you. They don't go up in the church. You don't go up in the church trying to tell the white man to take that white Jesus down. I bet you wouldn't. But you would come on the corner messing with us, trying to go back and forth. When we teaching a lesson to individuals that actually want to listen and learn. We doing the will of the Most High. Okay? You don't have to be there. We going to prophesy to the wind. Okay? Let's keep it going. Now, let's break down without being interrupted.
Only problem
The scripture says,
I approach you guys.
okay, but the scripture says, do not interrupt the man in the middle of his speech.
Okay,
Correct?
just hear me out. And then Moses said,
Let me break the scripture down first.
tell the children of Israel
Yes.
that I am his sent thee. He said yes.
I'm going to break it down for you.
Okay, go ahead.
You gotta have it broken down. And power said unto Moses, I am that I am.
Right.
So in the Hebrew, that would be a higher. But that is not the
But where is
name.
that written?
Brother. What the fuck did I just say? Salakia, man. Man, run that back. Run that back. He said, where's that written? Where's that written? When the scripture says, do not interrupt the man in the middle of his speech.
Okay,
Correct?
just hear me out. And then Moses said,
Let me break
tell
the
the
scripture down first.
children of Israel
Yes.
that I am his sent thee. He said yes.
I'm going to break it down for you.
Go ahead.
You gotta have it broken down. And power said unto Moses, I am that I am.
Right.
So in the Hebrew, that would be a higher. Y'all heard me right there, right? In the Hebrew, that would be a higher. What did I say? In the Hebrew. And then listen to what he says. This is how we know these individuals do not be listening to us. And that's the same on this app, man. They do not be listening to us. People want to just hear what they hear. They already got a predetermined mindset in their head. And that is a reprobate mind. Their mind is reprobate. So they can't even hear what you're saying. But that is not the
But where is that written?
Where is that written? What did I just say? In the Hebrew. So when you translate it, take it back to the Hebrew, as I just did and showed y'all in the blue letter, it's ahaya. And that what I am means. But when you see Lord, that's Yahawah. Yahawah. Point blank period. most of these Christians or whoever it be, they read Exodus 3 and 14 and they never read Exodus 3 and 15. That's a common mistake because they're not diligent at all.
Brother, let me break it down.
Okay.
All right. And he said,
And when I start laughing, I gotta laugh in order not to cuss you out. Cause I'm like, bro, what? Come on, man.
"Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
Right.
I am have sent me unto you."
Uh-huh.
And Power said, moreover, he's continuing the conversation
Yeah.
unto Moses.
Okay.
"Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahawah, power of your fathers, the power of Abraham,
where's that
the
written?
power
Is
of
that written?
Isaac, and the power of Jacob."
And this is this is a tip to brothers. Just keep reading. You see how he trying to interrupt me still. That's his demon. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just keep reading.
Forever. And this is, but that is not the
Where's
way.
that written?
Brother, let me break it down.
Okay.
All right. And he said, "Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
Right.
I am have sent me unto you."
Uh-huh.
And Power said, moreover, he's continuing the conversation
Yeah.
unto Moses.
Okay.
"Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahawah, power of your fathers, the power of
that's-
Abraham,
where is that
the
written?
power
Is
of
that written?
Isaac, and the power of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations."
What text is
When
that?
you take the word,
What text is
when
that?
you take the word, the Lord. Okay, matter of fact, I'll show you right here, brother. When you take this word, you go into the interlinear. Alright,
Okay, so
this
you-
phone got service. But when you take the word, the Lord, when you take that back into the
Here's the
Hebrew,
thing, here's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna play the what's his name thing.
Boom. As soon as he said that, bro, he's done. He doesn't care. I'm not gonna play the what's his name game. What? Bro, we talking about the name. That's the whole point of this conversation at this point in time. So you obviously don't want no understanding.
Cause see, that's not gonna get us anywhere.
Okay.
That's not gonna get us
Now
anywhere.
let me kind of jump for a minute.
I'm not gonna play the what's his name game.
I got you.
You know what? God has revealed to me. Don't do that.
I got
God has revealed God ain't revealed shit to you. All right, let's get a precept, man. Point blank period. Okay, what's his name game? Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of Yahawah, it does not say I am. It does not say I am. It says the name of Yahawah. Okay, as we broke it down, that word right there in the Hebrew would be Yahawah, is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So you don't want to play the what's his name game? Cool. You just will never know the name. Okay, until you're born into the kingdom. You'll never know the name. You understand? Yeah, hey, bro, that's a beautiful precept. Let's get that. I ain't brought it out in a minute. Baruch 2, and we're going to start at 29. Okay, let's go get that. Baruch 2 and 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. Now, how do you hear the voice of the Most High today? Through his prophets, through his men. Okay? For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. He knows he's an Israelite. That's good. That's step one. Great. Now you have to learn what kind of Israelite are you. Are you a 2/3 or 1/3? And you'll never know that until the end. Okay? But you have characteristics that's going to show. All right? And one of those characteristics is the name that you call upon. The name that you call upon. Okay? And shall know that I am Yahawah, their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. So you don't want to play the name, what's his name game, but that's what the scriptures prophesied that we would do. You would try to figure out his name through a diligent search. That's what the Most High requires of you, man. All right? Hey, what's that? Is that prophets have been in my name? Sirach, let's get that. Let's see what brother got. Oh, no, that ain't it. But yo, that's a good one. All right, verse 17 and 9. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with an understanding. that 100% truth. We declare this work. We're not out here talking about, yeah, we think that's what it means, or we have an understanding. Okay? And if we don't particularly know what something is, then we're not going to teach on it. We're going to study up on it, and we're going to come back and give you that understanding. I'm not going to sit here and teach on something that I don't know how to teach on. I break down what I know how to break down. All right? Verse 10, and the elect shall praise his holy name. So you don't want to play the what's his name game, but it literally says the elect shall praise his holy name. So ultimately, at the end of the day, this brother may not be of the elect, man. Okay? You over here causing confusion and contention. Ate the water, bro. That's it. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 36 and 15. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Okay? Point blank, period. All right? We'll get that last one too. John 17 and 6. He did what? I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Boom. They have what? Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou have given me are of thee. All right? So we believe in Yahawah and Yahawashi. We believe that Yahawah raised up Yahawashi, and he gave us to him. Okay? So let's keep it going.
Okay, the top, middle, and bottom line. Okay, we understand this is the Roman canon Bible. It's Roman.
That's a damn lie. This is not the Roman canon Bible. Okay? We went into that a couple days ago. Man, I think it was last week when we went into Let's Talk Religion, and I went into all these different religions, and then we went into that maybe 2 weeks ago when we broke down how the Bible was pieced together through the manuscripts. All right, through all the manuscripts, which King James, okay, organizing and gathering over 50 scribes, and they separated into 3 teams, one for the Old Testament, one for the Apocrypha, and one for the New Testament. Okay? So, Roman canon, you coming with a white man doctrine. You're coming with some BS. What he's trying to do now is trying to actually denounce, or debunk the Bible, because you don't believe in it. That's what he's trying to do.
Okay, meaning like Roman canon written.
No, we don't use the Roman canon. We use
Right.
the 1611
That's the
KJV.
Roman canon Bible. The English Bible is the Roman canon Bible.
Okay, that's
No, the
fine.
Roman
Okay.
canon is the 66 Protestant Bible.
Okay.
We use the
Only
book
thing-
with the
okay,
80 books in it.
Anything Testament thing about you guys, you
Who do you watch? Because we ain't all the same.
Okay, but check this
It's
out.
about a dialogue. It's about a conversation.
This ain't no fucking dialogue, boy. This ain't no dialogue. Okay? This ain't no dialogue, man. It's a monologue. And he don't even understand that. And Salakia, man, on my French. But this ain't no dialogue. We're not here to dialogue with you people, man. We are here to teach. Teachers teach. I'm not coming in the classroom talking about, okay, students, what are we going to do? Can y'all help me with this lesson? No. All right? Now, when we do Q&As, okay, that's question and answers. All right? That's different. Open forums, with the comment board, things of that nature. Okay? But this is a monologue, brother. We don't need no help.
Watch.
I watch everybody.
We not everybody.
I watch all.
That's probably why it's like,
That's why, yeah.
like Roman.
You watch everybody. Let's get a precept. Man, it's not good to dibble and dabble in all these different camps. Okay? All these different individuals. This is 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressively that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So if you watch everybody, you're going to take in these seducing spirits and these doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Okay? This is ultimately what's happening to this guy, man. All right? You're letting all these different individuals teach you. And they're what? They're destroying you. All right? Let's go to 2 Timothy 4:1. I charge thee therefore before power and the Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant. My uncle just passed. One of my great uncles. Man. All right. Salakia. Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned into fables. Okay? But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. You got to have this full confidence that you're doing what you're supposed to do in these times, man. And you not half-stepping. And you're going to find out if you half-stepping, if you're scared or whatever, you're like, man, that's why you got to be full. You got to have confidence. You got to be bold. You got to teach what has been taught. Don't be winging it. All right? This dude, I don't even want to say the clown name again, but he's teaching zombies and things of that nature. That motherfucker going to find out in the day when Yahawashi says, I have never known you. I don't know you. Zombies? You teaching about zombies? Oh, man. He going to find out the hard way that Yahawashi was never dealing with him. And he going to be like, man, I sent you the prophets. I gave you these brothers constantly. Bro, I made these brothers go live every single day. Sometimes twice a day. All right? Millions of lessons. Great Millstone coming out every single day with it. And you still couldn't get it. Little bugged out ass nigga. All right? Verse 8. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. All right? So you can't allow these false doctrines and all these different type of teachers that you watching destroy you. Only watch Great Millstone. That's it. And this motherfucker, Yanasha, all right, talking about he only watched Great Millstone. Well, when does Great Millstone teach zombies? Where? When does Great Millstone teach walkers? Okay? When? You say you only watch us. When do we teach that? When? That's how we know you a liar. And then furthermore, this dude talking about he went into the Delta Force. I talked to the brother on the phone like 2 years ago. He don't even got no high school diploma. He told me that shit, and I ain't trying to put the brother's business out there or whatever. All right? But I noticed that red flag ultimately. Because he was like, I was like, yeah, man, you got a job and stuff? Just checking in with bro. He was like, nah, man, I got a job, but I dropped out of school. I'm like, why you drop out of school? He like, man, fuck this system, man. I ain't trying to be in this system. I'm like, use the world, don't abuse the world. Okay? You need to get a high school diploma because you need that to get a job. You understand? A better job than what you have. So don't be too damn over righteous, bro. All right? So he dropped out of school and all of that. I was like, man, that's a foolish decision, bro. You need to go back to school. Okay? You need to get your degree. All right? At least that. You ain't got to go to college or nothing. But at least get your high school diploma, bro. Okay? Yeah, and exactly. He talking about some Delta Force. Boy, if we went Matter of fact, we might touch on that video after this because we about done with this. Okay? You talking about Delta Force. You ain't, they wasn't going to accept you. So he's a habitual liar at this point. And anybody that's following him, you joining hand in hand with the wicked, man. Okay? Let's keep it going.
Brother told you. King James 6:11. That's a lie. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It goes. Hold on. It does matter, right? Yeah, but we're telling you that the name matter and it's not I am. Okay, it's not Jehovah. So if you say it does matter, if it was written or not,
it matters to this extent.
And it mattered that it was Hebrew spoken and not English.
Here's how it matters.
Right.
There's a lot of things in the Bible that the Romans, which is Edom, which is the image of the beast,
Right.
which is the son of perdition,
America.
the man of sin.
That's all wrong. Listen, everything he's saying, his breakdown is all wrong. Listen to what he about to say.
So
Right.
it's Edom.
Esau.
It's all Edom.
Go ahead.
Okay, the Jews.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of that's contrary to the laws, statutes, justice, and commandments of God.
Give me an example.
Such as they say, Paul said, if an unbeliever invites you over to eat whatever he places in front of you for conscience's sake. That's and then a lot of let me just finish.
You can do that. If your grandma cooking food, she invites you over. Okay? Hey, baby, I made some turkey necks, baby. I made some collard greens. I made some sweet potato pie. I'm over there. What's up? How you doing, grandma? I missed you. You know, I call my grandma, man. I try to call her every week. And she heavy. She a Jesus freak. Okay? I love my grandma, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to call on Jesus. And I know her cooking is fire. Okay? I mean, she in North Carolina and all that, but, you know. But you understand? You're not going to be over righteous, bro. You're going to go over there and you're going to eat. So he's talking about, Paul said, he's talking about, what's that? 1 Corinthians, the 8th chapter. That's what he's talking about. Because he does not understand. Brother says she's selling plates. Hey, that could be a hustle, bro. Yeah, no, our grandma like 70, though. Yeah, she good, though. But we're going to eat that food, even though I know she cooked it and she prayed to Jesus and all of that. I'm going to pray to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? So this individual, all right, with his little arm, he's extremely over righteous. Going back to Yanasha, extremely over righteous. Going back to the last video I showed you with the Jeremiah. That dude, extremely over righteous. These guys are extremely over righteous. They have over righteous spirits on them. You understand?
But that's what it says in it.
And this motherfucker had the audacity to say, let me finish, when he ain't never let me finish no scripture that I brought out.
People, billions of people. It's all the dietary laws have been done away with. The dispute, all that kind of stuff. Nope. That's false.
Okay, so
see,
it goes back to understanding the
that's one of the things that the Roman Catholic Bible they put in there. The Romans put that in there. That's the false prophet. Okay, see, now you have to understand. Edom is the false prophet. Edom is the man.
Edom is what?
The son of perdition. It's that great war. Christianity.
Okay.
Edom is not the false prophet. Now the Edomites are running that. The Vatican is the false prophet. That's where Catholicism and all of that stands from. Okay? And anybody can be a false prophet. Anybody that lingers on and holds on and cleaves on to Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism. You're being a false prophet. Okay? So it stems from the Vatican. These Edomites also helped create Islam. All right? No, that has nothing to do with, anti-Hamashiach in a sense. But that's a different thing. All right? A false prophet is different from an anti-Hamashiach. Okay? And yeah, as the brother Kakama said, Khan, one of the unclean frogs. Okay? So the Vatican is the false prophet. America, Basra, is what you know as the what? That's like the military strength. They have over 850 bases. And then London or the UK, that's the bank. That's the financial strength. And those are the three frogs. Okay? So these are important to know when you talk, and you wouldn't talk like this guy. Okay? Keep it going. He's going to say something else.
You read the Bible, Judah?
Christianity is that great whore that sits on me.
Christianity is not that great whore.
Oh, that's right.
No, Kawhi spoke again. My brother, I'm going to correct him, though. But he spoke again. He spoke off again. All right? But he's just in the middle of it. He's in the fire of it. And that's why in the fire of these certain things, you got to maintain your, don't let these motherfuckers control the narrative, man. Because they'll make you go off. They'll make you say things that's not right. Okay?
And that's who translates it.
What did he say?
I'm saying Christianity is that great whore that sits on
America is that.
See, he automatically corrected himself. You understand? Because we know the truth. So you don't let these bug outs dictate the conversation, because they're gonna distort it. Their mind is, and that's why the scriptures say, bro, don't hang around unbelievers. I don't even want to fellowship with them. So when he came up in this effeminate, bugged out ass spirit, dude ain't even got no beard on his face. Y'all should have saw him, man. He looked like Kermit the Frog. He ain't got no beard on his face. You understand? When he came up, I already knew what it was. So he said, Christianity is that great whore. No, it's not. That's the same thing that ISUPK teaches, in a sense. That Christianity is the mark and all of that. That great whore. America is the great whore. We just explained that. Basra, America. They have what? They have bases everywhere on many waters. They have military power, military strength. They have the biggest navy on the planet. It's that great whore that sits upon many waters. All right?
America is the great whore.
America. Okay, but America is the
great whore.
This is Rome 2.0.
Okay, but all the branches of Edomites are Rome.
Nope. That's wrong too. This is why you don't know history. He does not know history at all. During the Roman time period, it was not just Romans that were ruling. Rome was the major empire. That was the America of the time. So America would be Rome today. Rome 2.0, as we say that all the time. But you also had what? You had vassal states. You had countries that were with Rome. Okay? You had these 10 kings, okay, the same back then, that were with Rome, that were aligned with Rome, allied with Rome. So today, that's what? That's NATO and the EU. How you just gonna say America is? Shut up, bro. Okay, you got France, you got Spain, you got Germany, you got Switzerland, you got the Netherlands. Okay, you got all these different type of nations, man. Okay, so the beast is the Edomite kingdom. The whore is America, or Rome is America. All right.
Okay, yeah, but you mentioned, you said the beast that sit on many waters. That's America.
No, I said it's the whore
that sit on many waters. That's America.
Whore.
America is known as a female.
No, it's all of Edom.
Okay.
It's not all of Edom. Because let's go to Revelations. How the hell could it be all of Edom? Everything that he's saying does not match up with the scriptures, man. Revelation 17 and 16. And it pisses me off. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, that's NATO, the EU, these shall hate the whore. So if it's all of Edom, come on, man. These shall hate the whore. The whore is America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Who's going to send nukes to America? Not only Russia, not only China, not only North Korea, but France, the UK, England, Spain, all these different NATO nations. Germany, you understand? I said the UK. You know what I'm saying? So all these different NATO, EU nations, they're going to hate the whore. The whore is America. He has no understanding of breakdowns, man. You just need to shut up.
Christianity is referring to America.
She is the religion.
the beast is all of Edom. Alright, you would be correct right there.
The beast,
but
the 7-headed and 10-horned beast, are the Gentiles collectively.
No.
Oh, hell no. He said the 7 heads and 10 horns of the beast is the Gentiles collectively. He never got the proper breakdowns, man.
That's what we kind of
Give me Revelation. Give me Revelation 17:16.
It's the great horn that sits on many waters.
Okay, now check this out real quick. So once again, before you go, I didn't really get a chance to get, but I asked you a question. All this went from the first question I asked you. That's what I said. What's the name of your God?
Okay, I'm not gonna say what
You ain't gonna get
name,
nowhere if you ain't bringing out scriptures.
Right.
I am.
So
that I am.
okay, so that's what you said.
That's what you told
so,
me.
I'm
That's
trying to get
as far as I
so when you pray, you say in the name of I am. Come on, I'm asking questions. Joe.
See, and I'm irritated because I'm like, bring out scriptures. Okay? I'm irritated. I'm like, nah. I'm tired of this. I don't like going back and forth. I don't want to. It's pointless. You wasting my time, bro. It's like 97 degrees out there. Okay? It's hot. I ain't trying. I'm trying to finish the lesson, man. We already hit 2 hours.
How do you pray?
have to owe you that kind of information.
Because I'm telling you, the name of the Most High, it's not I am, it's Yahawah. So if you want to get your answer, the prayer's answer, you must call on the God of the Hebrews.
In the same Bible that you read right there, that's what it says. I am.
Okay.
No, it does not. I just broke it down to you.
What about growing your beard? What about growing your beard while you shave? If you into this truth. You call it the wrong name and you shave it. Come on, Judah. Come on now. Let's go.
Bro, no, in interactions like that, scripture, man.
Trust me, I know.
Scripture.
But sometimes they don't want to. They don't want to hear scripture. Sometimes, like they don't. Honestly, they want to know.
I don't care if they don't want to hear it. Shit, they don't hear it.
God damn it, his ass don't want to know. We go to scriptures. He don't want to hear that shit. We trying to go to one. He let me finish this shit.
You know,
The
word, because I ain't getting back and forth.
No, your point's what take. I'm just saying, people they come up here. You know, I want to see where they at. And I said he wasn't shit. You already clean face talking about I am. Come on, bro. You tripping. I don't know what the fuck that is you gave me. I didn't really want it.
What is it?
And that's it pretty much, you know. All right. Scripture, man. Scripture. Scripture is a repellent. It's gonna destroy all the bugs. Everybody that's bugged out, scripture is gonna get them gone. It's going to push them away. All right? And it's going to cut them. Demons hate the name. You know? They hate the name. They hate the scriptures. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Through thy precepts I get understanding. Right? Now let's finish it with Mr. Delta Force. Oh, man. Let's finish it with Mr. Delta Force himself. Let me see. All right, 1 second. All right, let me see where that video at. I think I put it in the chat. Brothers in the chat, you already know what's going on. Okay. Where that? And I really ain't gonna hit no precepts on this. Well, it's just that he's a liar. Okay? That's pretty much it. So let's run it.
All right, one more time. Beware of men / con plan 8888. All right. So technically, you know what I'm saying? Brothers is not even supposed to really be talking about this. But what did Peter say, man? We have to obey Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi rather than men. You know?
All right. Now he's doing this. He's saying this in the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? This bold-faced lie that he's telling. Okay? And then Ya'ala, this your boy, man. This your boy Yanasha, man. You need to... He listen to you, man. You need to talk to the brother, man. He got some demons on him. Okay? Yeah, he said he was in Delta Force. The dude ain't even got no damn high school diploma. All right? But let's keep it going.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I ended up joining the military. I ended up working my way up the ranks, you know what I'm saying? I qualified for Delta Force.
First and foremost, you don't work your way up the ranks to get in Delta Force. Delta Force, this is why I know he full of shit. And it's what they call stolen valor. You know? Delta Force, you can go in Delta Force E1. Okay? It's just a special program. And he is not going to qualify for it. Trust me. All right? And then once you're in it, then you build your way up the ranks. He doesn't even understand how ranks work. You're going to hear this dude talk about, he's going to name some, he's going to name some ranks. And they're not even the ranks that's actually in the army.
The most elite, secret, stealthiest, killer, stalker, special op, military group.
And that's a lie too. The most elite is the SEALs, the Navy SEALs. So furthermore, he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Is, you know what I'm saying? I pretty much got accepted into Delta Force, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, just during my days in the military, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, working up the ranks and stuff like that, man, I came across the files, man. Right? I came across the files, man. All right, I seen them. All right, Con Plan 8888, man. All right. I was in the chief commander's office. You know what I'm saying? I had to move quick too, you know what I'm saying? I had to move quick. You know what I'm saying? Because they started to get suspicious and stuff like that. So I was digging through his office and I came across the files, man. I opened up his drawer and shit, man. I finally find the files, man. I saw them bitches with my eyes, man. I saw them, man, with my own damn eyes, man. All right, so like I said, man, this lesson is going to be titled Beware of Men / Con Plan 8888.
What the hell was that? Okay? You can't get in the military, bro, without a high school diploma, point blank, period. Okay? And then actually knowing this dude, what he looks like, the way he carries himself, etc., etc. I ain't even playing the whole video. But in the whole video, he talking about, where he said in there, he said, I was in the Chiefs. Ain't no Chiefs in the Army. Okay? Ain't no Chiefs in the Army, man. That's another way that I know he ain't know what he fucking talking about. No such thing as a chief in the Army. The Army is, let's show you, private first class, specialist, corporal, sergeant, staff sergeant, sergeant first class, master sergeant, first sergeant, sergeant major, command sergeant major of the Army. This dude talking about a commander and a chief. What are you talking about? Then you got officers. Now, where do you see chiefs at? That's why I really got pissed off, because you see chiefs in the Navy. Okay? Why you gotta lie, Craig? Why you gotta lie? I don't understand. Like, I never understood that, bro, as a kid. Why you gotta lie? Exactly, Yahawah. Nah, I know you was in the Army. The elder Ariel was in the Army. I was in the Navy. You know? I'm talking about chief. It makes no sense. So I'm going to end it right there, bro. Because that shit right there pissed me off. Over here, though. In the Navy, seaman recruit, seaman apprentice, seaman, petty officer third class, petty officer second class, petty officer first class, Chief Petty Officer, Senior Chief Petty Officer, Master Chief Petty Officer, Command Master Chief, Fleet Force Master Chief, Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. All right? And they're not going to have no major documents or files. And further, but this shit didn't happen. Okay? Exactly. The military... Alright. Salaki. My bad. Alright. So yeah, the military ain't all that to be lying saying you in it. It's like, what's the point, man? But this individual is a habitual liar. And he's breaking commandments. Constantly. So, for all you brothers, man. Okay? Don't. Let me go. I'm going to pull up his page one more time. Pull up his page one more time. Where is shit at?
Please listen. That's hatred. Now that's hatred right there.
Shalom 144. Shalom 144. If I could just be a doorman. Alright. This one was a bugged out ass lesson too. But you got brothers in here liking this shit, favoring it, sharing it.
The way it keeps coming up, I could be poor, but the way it keeps coming up, I could be poor.
I'm a wine in here. I'm a wine, man. This guy's bugged out, man. Okay, you don't want to align with this guy. Okay, he talks about zombies, walkers, things of that nature. I see you sharing shit with him. I'm a Taza too. Y'all brothers don't want to. Dan y'all don't want to align with this guy, man. Okay. Wait a minute, hold up. Don't get bit. I'm a wine. Hold up. I'm a wine. We got to talk this shit out. I'm a wine. You believe in zombies too? Hold up. You believe in zombies? Because you reposted this. Hold up, man. Let me find out. That brother he believe in zombies too? See? What'd you say? In my dream, bro, the walkers were the ones with the brain chip. Predictive programming. I had a vision of some. See, and that makes sense. Okay? The ones with the brain chip, because that's who it is. The congregation of the dead, the 2/3. That's what the zombies are, the walkers. All right? It ain't no actual zombies. But this dude in here.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to stand before him and stuff like that. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He swerved the car. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done swerved off the road. You know what I'm saying? Now he's dead. Right? You got the handcuffs on your hand still. You kick the door. You kick the window out. You know what I'm saying? You get out of the freaking car. You know what I'm saying? You walk over to his dead body and search him and take his keys and unlock the handcuffs from off of you. You know what I'm saying? But you wounded and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get healed and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're a little bit wounded. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, you hear a fucking creeper. You hear a creeper out of nowhere, man. You see, and then you turn around. You turn around and you see a fucking half dead, half alive, half bald, half hair on their scalp. You can't tell whether it's a man or a woman. You got its teeth, you know what I'm saying, look like it's been punched out. You know?
All right, and he literally believes this. This is what he talks about damn near every lesson. Okay? So, once again, man, y'all brothers beware of this individual. And y'all should have been aware of him when we rebuked his ass last year. For brothers that was around last year. Beware of this individual. Yanasha. He constantly changes his profile picture. He constantly changes his name. He constantly changes everything, the doctrine. What does scripture say about men that change? A lot. Meddle not with a man of much change. This is Proverbs 24:21. My son, fear thou Yahawah and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. So, just another point, as I'm always stressing to brothers, man. Be diligent. Prove a friend. Just because somebody got the names of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi does not mean that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is actually with them. Yeah, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Bro, if I show y'all these DMs last night, this dude cussed me out. He called me a nigga. He did all of that. And then on the flip side, he turned around and said, I'm a man of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He said, man, hey, man, I'm just playing, man. You a man of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. Help me. And I'm like, after you just said all that shit about me, bro, what the hell? You know? So he's unstable in all his ways. And I honestly think it's narcotics. You know what I'm saying? I think it's narcotics. That type of behavior, some narcotical behavior, man. All right? And he blocked me. He blocked me. I woke up this morning, I was blocked. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Where is that? He said, you ain't a man of the Lord. I said, if thou doeth well, shall thou not be accepted? I'm giving them precepts. I said, keep that mindset then. Believe what you want to believe. At least I ain't no little bitch crying for a hug. You disappointed me, but it is what it is. Somebody got to be a 2/3. And now you lying, talking about you was in the military when you don't even have a high school diploma. I was right to block you and distance myself from you. The spirit always right. He said, what should I do? Maybe you're right. That's the last time you called me a nigga, because he been calling me a nigga the whole time. This is the last time I'm going to tell you, you need to stop teaching and start over fresh on GMS Elders the Milk. He said, nigga, calm your ass down. What? Come on, man. Bet. Nobody can help you because you don't want help. You think you know everything. And you know nothing. You have a lot of blood on your hands and you got to answer for that. You have no fear. Calling me a nigga shows it. Now brothers getting emotional. Cool, bye. I can't stand you weak ass niggas, man. Nah, but for real though, you way too smart to be called a nigga. But I heard you call brothers that before, and what goes around come around. I know when we call brothers niggas, bro, they actually niggas. And he acting like a nigga. Okay? What goes around comes around. I know you a prophet and a king, and you truly a man of Yahawah. Oh, now I'm a man of you. But what'd you just say? What'd you just say up here? You ain't a man of the Lord. Hey, bro, I love that. I love it. I love that. You ain't a man of the Lord. But now, nah, but for real though, you way too smart to be called a nigga. But I heard you call brothers that before, and what goes around comes around. No, that's some worldly ass shit, bro. That's some karma shit. All right? I know you a prophet, you a king, and you truly a man of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You owe me a feet wash, buddy. At this point, guide me to my first lesson I should make, boss man. Boss man, that's like you trying to be whatever. What did I tell him, though? What did I ultimately tell him earlier? All right? This is my last time. I'm going to tell you, you need to stop teaching and start over fresh on GMS Elders the Milk. You do not need to teach. Point blank, period. Because you have destroyed the doctrine so much. You're teaching gospel. I mean, you're teaching zombies. You're teaching all this false stuff, man. Okay? So you don't need to do no lesson, bro. That's why, man, hey, y'all don't know, man. All right? You can get suspended, okay, if you in the camp. The elders will tell you, hey, this was, what you talking about over here? All right? Hey, you need to be suspended. Like, just take 3 months, don't do no lessons. Take 6 months, don't do no lessons. Okay? Because you need to sit back, you need to ground yourself. You need to level yourself out. You need to get a true understanding of the scriptures, of the milk. You out here talking crazy. I get that for you, bro. Matthew 5:11-13. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Right? So, hey, that's why I hearted it when he said, I'm not a man of the Lord. Your opinion doesn't matter, bro. Okay? I got the understanding of the scriptures. The water Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That didn't come from you, Yanasha. That came from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right? He led me to the leadership, to the elders. You understand? I got the understanding. Okay? So, bro, this is what's going to come with it. Brothers is going to tell you that you're not a man of the Lord. Your family going to think you crazy. All of that. That's going to happen. This is what's supposed to happen. Okay? This is what comes with the territory of serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You know? So let a motherfucker talk, bro. Let him talk. He was talking a whole lot of cash money shit. All right? This one right here, he was going off. Whenever you ready, you ain't tried shit. Stop with all the cap. Niggas fake as shit. Gonna say I'm not a man of the Lord, then gonna say shalom. I can't stand you fake ass niggas, man. He had this is his mindset towards us. Deep down inside. Probably after last year after we rebuked him. He think we fake because we rebuked him. You understand? He think we fake because we rebuked him. What does the scripture say about that? It's a couple scriptures that come to mind. This is Proverbs 13:1. A wise son heareth his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. Right? Open rebuke is better than secret love. Yup. You know? A wise man is going to love you more when you rebuke him. A foolish man is going to hate you. So it comes to the point where you just got to let him be. He doesn't actually read the scriptures, man. It's not for him. Proverbs 29:1 from the brother Nashar, Shalom. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Perfect. And he has been destroyed. Not physically yet. The Most High might be preserving him for a nuke. You know, but he's been destroyed spiritually. The spirit has been pulled from that brother. Proverbs 9:8. And it reads from Brother Kakuma. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. That's why these individuals that may come into lives, you judge off the spirit. If we get a bug out that comes in here, I'm going to just look at how they talk, how they carry themselves. Are they going to just keep running their mouth in the comments? That automatically shows us their spirit. They fools. They don't know how to control their spirit. That's why, I tell some brothers, man, hey, man, just sit back and listen. That shows wisdom. Even a fool can be counted wise when he holdeth his tongue. You know? So you just peep how people move, bro. All right? Observe. Watch. You don't always have to react. You don't always have to say stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, with that being said, man, this has been I pray this has been an edifying lesson. We just went into a couple bugged out things, showing you examples of individuals falling out of the truth and how it can happen to anybody. So every day, bro, you got to wake up and you got to get to it. Every day you got to wake up and go through that checklist. Every day you got to wake up and pray, fast, fast occasionally. You know what I'm saying? All right. You should try to fast at least once. You should try to fast at least once every 2 weeks. Okay. Or at least, once a week if you can. You know what I'm saying? Every day, wake up and get to that checklist, man. All right. Examine yourself. In the morning, examine yourself at night. Hey, did I do a lesson today? All right. Plan your lesson. Meditate on your lesson. When you going to do it? I need to do 3 lessons this week. All right. And then it's not just about doing 3 lessons. It's about building up more than that. You want to get to a point where you're doing more than 3 lessons a week if you are a brother that's doing lessons. Once you put your foot to the plow, do not take your foot off of the plow. You got to continue. All right. This is to death do us part. You know. So, hey, with that being said, if there's any questions, y'all can ask them. I'm about to face the east. Giving all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. And double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, as always. And shalom, shalom to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right. Kwam Yashala and Ababa Ba. Hey, hold up. Is that the brother? I got to make sure that's the right brother. Thakwa? Thakwa? Hey, shalom, bro. I checked your page out. Hold up. Before I get up off here. Oh yeah. Hey man, that was an edifying video, bro. That first video. Yeah, you gonna do some more? You gonna do some more? Or you got a YouTube page? You gotta stay on it. You gotta stay on it. Yeah, but you gotta stay on it though. That's what I'm saying. You know, but that was a good video. But yeah, man, stay consistent. All right. Hey, but shalom. Keep the faith, Akhyan. Shalom.